YouTube, you can Sub here with a review of the Power Rangers Super Megaforce Mini Battle Ready Team. Now this is a set of 6 2-inch figures that most Power Ranger fans are probably very much used to by now. They've been around since the 2010 MMPR re-thingy in various different forms, and they forewent the blind pack route that they've been doing for Megaforce and decided to just release a set. The blind bags weren't selling. The set did decently okay, I suppose. So here we have the mini battle ready team, and this set includes Super Megaforce Red, Blue, Yellow, Green, Pink, and an X-Borg for $19.99. And as you can see, it's a Toys R Us exclusive, so it's the only place you're going to find this at. They just released, so it's slowly trickling out to retailers. If you can't find one, it is available online. There will be a link in the description below. On the back, it just has the story and the typical Ranger Key advert. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at these. And here is Super Megaforce Red, doing his best iconic, marvelous pose that you could possibly think of. Now, these all have varying degrees of articulation. They're all swivels. He can swivel his arm around right there, so you can have the Super Mega Saber posed however you wish. But I love the little sculpts on these. They're stylized, very much a cartoonish sort of take on the Rangers, and I always really dig it. They look kind of neat. The paint details are actually pretty spot on. There really isn't a whole lot missing on any of these. So, as per always, I really do like what they do with these. Here is Noah Super Megaforce Blue. Again, paint detailings are very nice. Unfortunately, the Super Mega Sabers and the Super Mega Blasters, horrible names, are all just solid black pieces. So those aren't painted. The Rangers themselves look very nice, I think. But unfortunately, the weapons are not painted. Now, Blue is in this pose that I cannot, for the life of me, actually get him to stand. I've been going at it for several minutes now, and I can't get it to stand at all. He does have 2 swivels at his shoulders, so you can kind of rotate these around to try to find a pose that works, but I haven't been able to find one yet. I'm still going to hope. But you might have to resort to leaning him against a different figure, because I can't get him to stand. Now here is Jake Super Megaforce Green, and he has 2 blasters, which is something I think is really cool about these, is that they paid attention to the Gokaiger and Super Megaforce way of battling, in that Blue has 2 swords, and Green has 2 blasters. Yellow has 2 swords, Pink has 2 blasters. And while each Ranger has 1 blaster and 1 sword, they often traded weapons to match their fighting styles. So I really like how they actually highlighted that in these figures. So that's pretty cool. I kind of wish their head was on a rotation too, just so you can kind of change that pose up a little bit. But it's not too bad. I would raise this one up in the air a little bit. Do something like that. It's very showy. It is very much Jake. But again, the Ranger is done up very nice. And here's probably my favorite of the bunch, Gia, Super Megaforce Yellow. I just really like the pose that she's in. It kind of looks like one of those like end, like dash and slash sort of things. And then at the very end they like braked. Is that a word? I guess. It's one of those like end attack poses, and I really do like it. I think it looks really neat. Again, I kind of wish the head could rotate, but outside of that, very nice, and probably my favorite of these 6 figures. I just really dig this pose. And we have Super Megaforce Pink looking very royal, since I'm is a princess and Emma is elegant, I guess. So that's what we're going with. Again, has the 2 blasters, and I really do dig that. Again, the head swivel would have been beneficial for this, because I would have liked it to have it a little bit more on an angle. But this is what we got. I do like the figure overall, but I think one of the weaker presentations, just because the pose is kind of weird. But I do dig it. And then finally we have the X-Borg, who is kind of groping something. He's like reaching out and it's going to grope you or whatever. But I do like the X-Borg. It's got a very nice blackwash on it, just like the 5-inch figure. So that is very nice. It's not as heavy as the one on the 5-inch figure, but it's still there. And it really does make this pop. I love the fact that they've been blackwashing the X-Borg releases, because it does look really nice. Apparently, May agrees with me that the blackwash is beautiful. Because I really do like it. He would have benefited from a weapon. Look a little bit more menacing, because right now he just looks like he's groping things. But the base sculpt and paint of this guy is very impressive. Sorry to make it look like Noah's cutting off Jake's head, but outside of that, it kind of works for a display. So for $19.99, this set actually isn't all that bad. It's about $3.33 or so a figure before tax. And given the fact that the blind bags used to be $3.99, you're actually getting a pretty good deal. Plus, with Toys R Us giving out frequent 15-20% off coupons, you can actually get this for a lot cheaper. I ended up only paying like $9.50 or so before tax for mine after all these discounts, so it's very much worth that price. But I've always loved these mini battle-ready figures, these stylized little chibi figures. I really like them, and I'm glad we have the Super Megaforce team as well. Really unfortunate that silver wasn't included in this, and I don't think they're going to make a second set at all that includes silver, so that's a little bit of an unfortunate thing. I would have loved to have a figure for silver, but what are you going to do? Not a whole lot. I'm actually just surprised we got these, given how poor the Megaforce ones sold. But overall, $19.99 isn't that bad. If you're a fan of the Gokaiger designs or really like Super Megaforce, then by all means pick up this set. It's affordable, they make nice little display pieces, and outside of the fact that blue can't stand for crap, they're actually really cool. So thanks for watching, take care, and have a great one. Bye.